Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and as you can see by the title, my grandma and I are heading off to Hobby Lobby to do a little bit of shopping. There's my grandma.
Hello.
We currently, well, obviously I live in Michigan, and we currently are living in the area that is not opened up yet, but farther up north, it's open. So we have a Hobby Lobby about an hour away that's open. So we're gonna go to that one right now and see what they got, because I know they have their yarn 30% off right now, and they have strung beads like 50% off, because I'm thinking of making some stitch markers for myself. So stay tuned for that. And if you don't want to listen to me talk for a quick second, then you can just like go to this time right here and you can see our little shopping trip. But anyways, so little backstory. Before I moved to Florida, my grandma and I would always go shopping together. We are shopper buddies. So whenever we could, we'd always go to Michael's, Joann's, Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby was more of a treat because our Hobby Lobbies are quite far away. But within this past year, we actually got one built nearby. So now we have one closer, but unfortunately, like right now with COVID-19, our Hobby Lobby is closed at the moment, which is why we're traveling to the Cadillac one that is an hour away. But you'll see often with my shopping trips that it's going to be with my grandma. Like I said, we are shopping buddies. And I've actually missed doing this because in Florida I'd always go shopping by myself. So it's nice to have my buddy again to shop with.
I tell ya.
So I hope you enjoy this shopping trip with me, and let's see what we find. This is what I got in my basket so far, and then I'm debating if I want to get some more of the Glint and Glam yarn, because I kind of want to get this dark blue with the silver touch and maybe make another baby dress design, but I'm not sure. Ooh, should I? You know what? I'm gonna do it. Just throw it in there. Now I need to go find Grandma and my jewelry section so I can get some stuff for some stitch markers. Find out where the clearance section was, so I picked these out, and I think I'm gonna get these too. They're cute little glass panda beads. I think I'll get them, but I don't really see anything else that I want. Unfortunately, there's no yarn. Yeah, I need to find a bead that goes with these for a stitch marker, but right now Grandma and I are on the hunt for a chalk marker. So let's see how that goes. Paired these two beads together because I didn't want to go for something dark. I wanted to go for something light for this one. On the chalk pencils. So now we're going to return some yarn because I don't need that much yarn, and there's just two particular yarns that I'm going to keep and then just work on those first before I get more yarn.
Did you show them all the yarns you already had?
Yeah, they've seen videos of my other yarn.
No, these.
Oh, these?
Back.
No, but they'll see as I'm putting them back.
Oh.
But I'm putting back the dazzling yarn and then the yarn that I got for scrubbies. Does anyone else debate like me? No, I didn't stop the video. But does anyone debate like me when it comes to choosing yarn? And then this one goes back on the other side. I always have a hard time deciding what yarn I want to get because I always budget myself. See, this mug would be perfect if it said hot cocoa, but it doesn't. And don't worry guys, I am going to give you guys a closer look at what I got and I'm sorry if there's not really that many clips of me shopping, but I'm also like getting distracted so easily from all the stuff, and this mask is a little hard to breathe in. I mean, I can't wait for the masks to go away, but you know, safety. Alright, so we're heading back home, and since it's going to take an hour to get back home, I figure I'd do the close-up now while I'm in the vehicle. But I'm pretty proud of myself because I've already bought plenty of yarn, and when I say that, it's because I just made a purchase on hobby.com yesterday, and Grandma and I were at Merchandise Outlet recently too, and I found yarn there, so I only got 3 skeins of yarn today, and then I got some beads to start making some stitch markers for myself, which stay tuned later on within this next couple weeks, because I'll probably start sharing some videos of crafting time. I know that usually on days off like this, where Grandma and I have the same day off, we usually craft together too. So let's get started. Sorry if it doesn't look that organized, but this is the best that I can do. But at least I have some sunlight to help show you what this yarn here looks like. I don't think you're actually able to see it too well. Maybe that way. Can you see the little glitter that's in there? I hope you can. But I got this to make a chevron baby blanket with, and I got 2 skeins of this yarn, but I noticed for this one, if you can see that fuzz there, there's a knot in it. I did not notice that when I purchased it, but I think based on how it looks, it will be fine once I clip off these fuzzy ends. So we will see. Oh, you can actually see the glitter a little bit better now. But it is definitely beautiful and nice and soft. This yarn is the Yarn Bee Sugar Wheel Cotton Sparkle. Twirls at Twilight is this color. And it has 335 yards, it's 97% cotton and 3% metallic polyester. And as you can see, it's recommending a 4.5 millimeter crochet hook or a size 7. But yeah, I can't wait to show you guys what the blanket turns out like when I use this yarn. And let's move on to the next yarn, which this is the 3rd skein of yarn that I got. Now,
prepare to exit the highway.
We have the GPS going over here, as you can see to the left, but I got a skein of this yarn right here, which if you shop on hobby.com, you know that they have a twister yarn. Like what I ordered from hobby.com was actually the Twister Deluxe, which is basically very similar to this yarn here, except they have more of a variety than Hobby Lobby does. So I am actually considering comparing the 2 yarns. If you guys are interested in that, I will definitely make a comparison of the 2, but I know for a fact that the differences between this yarn and the Twister yarn already is the fact that this one has less yardage and it is cheaper. This yarn here is the Yarn Bee Rainbow Rhapsody. But this one is in Obsidian Daydreams. It's going to be a little bumpy. Michigan roads aren't that smooth. But this one has 918 yards, and it is 60% cotton and 40% acrylic, and it recommends a 3.25 millimeter crochet hook. I'll probably end up using a 4 millimeter, even though I would definitely say that you should definitely go with what it recommends if you're trying to stick to the size, but I usually go for a little bit of a bigger hook for what I'm planning on doing with this yarn. But that's it for yarn wise. Now for my little stitch markers, I kind of set it up to where it's going to be somewhat the same design, but each one is going to be different. I have decided to pair these 2 together. Let's get in the sunlight a bit. And what I'm going to do is
take the next left
just because I don't have as many of the black beads here, that I'm going to do one of this, then the black, and then one more of this one. And then I'm going to use a darker silver metallic for the hook and pin. And then I also got these two to pair with each other. Same situation. I'm going to do the white, the metallic, and then the white. And then I also got this right here, which I'm looking forward to do this. Now they had other strands, but all the other strands were a little too big for me. I wanted to make sure that I got them at a decent size. And then with this, it's just going to be the plain crystal, but I have this wire to wrap around it. And then I got lobster clasps in the same color.
Now turn left.
And then I also got this because this was on clearance. My little pandas. And this one is just going to be by itself. I'm not really going to add anything to it. But that's all I really got for the most part, is just some beads to make some stitch markers and then a little bit of yarn. But I do hope that I can get some stuff done with work. I can't really do too much at a time like I would when I was just in quarantine. But let me switch the camera over real quick. It's better. I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to listen to me talk while looking at my thighs, so I might as well face it towards me. But anyways, I figure I'd tell you guys some plans that I have, and also an update. So I'm no longer staying at my mom's. I'm staying at my grandma's, because at my grandma's I have a little bit more space to myself. And I also am waiting. Grandma thinks I'm talking too much, but
No, I don't.
But I am waiting currently on my tenants in our house. My fiance and I are waiting for them to give us the notice that they are moving out, because they are currently closing on their own house. So we're hoping, based on how their paperwork is supposed to finalize, that we will be moving back into our own home in July or by the end of June. So I'm really hoping that'll be by the end of June, because with our house, I have a room that I've used before as my craft room. So now that we're moving back into the house, I can get my craft room all over again. I have this TV stand / shelf that I'm buying from my mom to put in there. So I'll have to get a TV for my craft room too. And then I have a desk that I'm putting in there. So I'll definitely be giving you guys a tour of how it will turn out once I get the craft room all set up. But I am so happy to be able to get my craft room back. I'm pretty sure for those of you who have craft rooms are very thankful to have one. They are definitely much needed, especially when you have a fiance like mine that always bother you over the littlest stuff. And when you're counting stitches, he's the one to mess me up, and then I have to recount. It makes me mad, but he does it to get attention. And then I can only imagine what it's like for those of you who have children getting into your crochet space, but I still have a few years to go before we move on to that step. But anyways, thank you for watching, guys, and I will hopefully have a video up within the next couple weeks with some projects. I've already done a few, but they're kind of small, so I'm just waiting to get some more gathered up for you guys before I make another video. But anyways, thank you for listening to me jabber on this whole time, and you guys have a wonderful day.